was just saying like The Alchemist is such a, you read it and you may feel like, oh, this is like a kid's book, because it's talking about like this kid just walking through life and just going through these stages and understanding what life actually is. And it goes, and you go, well, yeah, it makes it that simple so that it can be understood on that level. But so many people miss it because it's so simple. And so that was something that just stuck with me, and I just went, wow, okay. That's a lot of times the reason why we can't get home is because we have to help others home first. And as soon as Aang ended up walking, and it may have been Katara, as soon as Aang ended up walking, not Katara, she's not the other Avatar, I don't think. But, you know, Korra, Avatar Korra. And so, walks the bird and gets the bird home, and then I think the little bird ends up becoming like a huge phoenix or something, I believe, but ends up just being happy and is like, okay, I'm home. It becomes what it needs to and can fly off. And then from there, somehow the path becomes open to the Avatar of where they need to go, because that's what this really is. I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody is saying like, that's all we're doing is walking each other home. And that really is what it is. And that's when you start to learn and you see why somebody like me talks about and actually chains together, will say God / love / life / because when you start to, I want to say understand, but when you start to accept and have an awareness of what these words are really cueing and what these words are really holding on to, like I started to write in my first book, and the words are really the freight trains, or the sentences are the freight trains, really, and then the containers are the words, and inside the words is the content, the precious cargo, and the meaning, what's the inside, what's actually what we're actually talking about and what it means. So it's like, it's cool to look at these sentences, aka the freight train, and then it's cool to hear or to touch the containers to say, oh, it's got to be some stuff in here, it's got to be this much amount of stuff in here, and get some descriptions of what the inside is. But when you start to do integration and accept, understand, be aware, and relate to these things, then you start to be intimate with what's inside, what's on the freight train, what's inside the containers. And that's what we are getting in.